The twin suns of Verdun 6 beat down on the old metal rooftops of the alien bazaar. The marketplace was loud, filled with voices shouting prices, airships flying overhead, and the sharp smell of oil, dust, and cooked food. But under all that noise and color was the truth. Verdun 6 was a broken planet. Once known for its beauty and culture, it had now become a refugee world after the war. The stalls were mostly made of scrap and plastic, selling whatever little food or tools the traders could find. People came here to survive. Sam, a human traveler, walked slowly through the crowds. He wore a dusty coat and carried a small pack over his shoulder. His ship had broken down 2 days ago outside the city, and he was searching for parts to fix it. He had been to many planets, but this one felt different, colder despite the heat. As he moved past a soup vendor, something caught his attention. A girl. Not just any girl. An alien woman with pale violet skin, long white hair tied in a messy braid, and bright golden eyes that looked too tired for someone so young. She stood near the edge of the square, barely covered in a torn shawl, thin from hunger. People passed her without looking. Sam saw her step forward and speak to a trader. "I will give myself to you, just for one meal." The words hit him like a punch. The trader laughed and walked away. Another shook his head. Some just ignored her. Sam stopped walking. He looked at her again. She didn't look ashamed. She looked desperate. He walked over, slowly, and stood in front of her. She noticed him and blinked, confused. "You don't need to do that," Sam said gently. She looked down. "Then why are you here?" Sam didn't answer right away. Instead, he reached into his pack, pulled out a sealed meal box, and handed it to her. She stared at it. "You're giving this to me?" "Yes," he said. "No trade, just food." She hesitated, then took the box with trembling hands. She opened it like it might disappear. Inside was a warm meal, rice, cooked vegetables, and meat strips. Her eyes filled with tears, but she didn't cry. She sat down on the ground and began to eat, slowly at first, then faster, like she hadn't eaten in days. Sam sat a short distance away, watching the crowd move around them. He didn't speak until she finished. "Thank you," she said softly, licking the last of the sauce from her fingers. "You shouldn't have to sell yourself for food," Sam said. "What's your name?" She looked up at him. "Lisra." "That's a nice name," Sam replied. "I'm Sam." She wiped her mouth with her sleeve. "Why did you help me?" He shrugged. "Because someone should." Lisra tilted her head. "Humans are strange." Sam smiled a little. "We get that a lot." They sat there in silence for a while. People came and went. No one noticed them. No one cared. Finally, Lisra stood. "You've given me something. I must repay you." "You don't owe me anything," Sam said firmly. "I do," she said. "I have nothing but myself." Sam stood up too. "No. That's not how this works." She looked confused, even hurt. "Then, what should I do?" "Live," he said. "Eat, rest, maybe smile again." She didn't smile, but her golden eyes softened just a little. "Where are you staying?" "Not far," Sam answered. "In the West Quarter. Cheap place, but safe." She nodded slowly. "Then I'll go." "To where?" Sam asked. She turned away. "Anywhere." He watched her take a step, then stop. Her body swayed. She hadn't eaten enough. He stepped forward and caught her as she fell. "Hey, easy," he said, holding her steady. "You're not going anywhere tonight." "I'm fine," she whispered weakly. "No, you're not." He looked around. The sun was dipping behind the skyline. He sighed. "Come with me," he said. "Just to rest. Just for tonight. No deals, no debt, just rest." She looked at him, unsure, but something in his face, kindness maybe, made her nod. They walked through the crowded streets in silence. Sam led her to his rented room. It was small but clean. A metal bed, A second mat on the floor, a sink, and a solar light. "You can sleep on the bed," he said. "I'll take the mat." She looked at him like he was mad. "You're giving me your bed?" "Yes." "Why?" "Because you need it more." Lizara sat on the bed carefully, as if testing if it was real. Sam turned away to give her space. She leaned back and looked up at the ceiling. "You are not like the others." "I've been told that before," Sam said, smiling faintly. She closed her eyes. "If I fall asleep, will you be here when I wake up?" "Yes," Sam said quietly. "I will." And for the first time in many nights, Lysera slept without fear. The morning light came soft through the cracked window of the small room. Sam was already awake. He was cleaning some tools he had found in the market yesterday. His fingers worked carefully, but his mind wandered to the strange alien girl who had stayed the night. Lysera was still asleep on the bed. Her chest rose and fell gently. The torn shawl from the market had been replaced with a clean, worn shirt Sam had given her. It was big on her thin frame, but she seemed comfortable. Sam smiled. It was strange how quickly she had come into his life. He wasn't a man used to company, especially not someone from another world. Suddenly, Lysera's eyes opened. She looked at him, then at the room around her. Her face showed confusion and a hint of fear. "Where am I?" she whispered. "You're safe," Sam said calmly. "This is my room." She sat up slowly, careful not to disturb the small space. "Why am I here?" "Because you needed a place to rest." Lysera bit her lip and looked away. "I don't want to be a burden." "You're not a burden," Sam replied. "Everyone needs help sometimes." She studied him for a moment, then nodded. "Thank you." They both fell silent, each lost in their own thoughts. After a while, Lysera spoke again. "Yesterday, you fed me." "Yes," Sam said. "I have never had someone do that before," Sam shrugged. "Maybe because you didn't expect it." Lysera's golden eyes held his. "I was ready to sell myself." Sam's face tightened. "That's not right. On my world, when you have nothing, that is what you do. You give what little you have to survive." Sam shook his head. "Not here, not like this." Lysera looked down. "I was proud once. A noble. But the war took everything." Sam listened quietly. "I lost my family, my home, and my place. Now, I am alone." Sam said nothing, but inside, he felt a deep sadness for her. "Maybe you can stay here," he finally said. "Here?" Lysera blinked. "With you?" "Yes." She hesitated, then slowly nodded. "I will try." Days passed. Lysera stayed with Sam. She learned quickly. She helped him clean the room, fix his tools, and even cook simple meals. Sam taught her how to use some of the old machines he repaired for his ship. Slowly, Lysera smiled more often. The golden eyes still held pain, but they also showed hope. One afternoon, as they walked through the busy market, Lysera stopped suddenly. Her eyes widened as she looked at a group of traders. "That is where I sold my necklace," she said softly. Sam looked at the necklace, simple but elegant, hanging on a worn string. "Why did you sell it?" he asked. "To buy food," she replied. "It was all I had left." Sam frowned. "You shouldn't have to do that." Lysera's voice was steady. "I had no choice." Sam's heart ached for her. "You have a choice now." She smiled faintly. "Because of you." That evening, Sam sat on the floor fixing a broken panel while Lysera prepared dinner. They talked quietly. "Tell me about your world," Sam asked. Lysera's eyes lit up as she spoke of green forests, tall cities made of shining metal, and skies filled with stars like diamonds. "It was beautiful," she said. "But the war changed everything. Our leaders fought among themselves. The planet was destroyed." Sam nodded. "I've seen planets like that." "Will your world be like that?" she asked. "No," Sam said firmly. Earth has its problems, but we fight to keep it safe. Lysera looked thoughtful. You are strong. Sam smiled. Humans survive because we never give up. Lysera looked at him closely. You saved me. No, Sam said. You saved yourself. You just needed someone to believe in you. One day, Lysera followed Sam back to his shipyard. The place was noisy, full of machines and metal parts. She watched as Sam worked on his ship. The ship was old but strong. Sam was fixing its engine so he could leave Verdun 6. Why don't you leave now? Lysera asked. I can't without parts, Sam said. I need time. Lysera looked around. I want to help. Sam stopped and looked at her. How? I can learn to fix things, she said. I want to help you fix the ship. Sam smiled. I could use a hand. For the next days, Lysera worked hard. She learned how to use tools, clean metal parts, and read simple instructions. Sam was patient, guiding her with quiet words. Their bond grew stronger, but not everyone was happy. Rumors spread in the market. People whispered about the alien girl staying with the human. One evening, Sam heard voices outside his door. He looked through the small window and saw a group of rough-looking men. They are bounty hunters, a voice said nearby, looking for a noble fugitive. Sam's heart raced. Lysera's face went pale. They are after me, she whispered. Sam opened the door slowly. Stay calm. I will protect you. The men knocked harder, demanding entry. Sam blocked the door and spoke loudly. Go away. This girl is not who you think she is. The men laughed. We will see about that. Sam and Lysera knew they couldn't stay long. The bounty hunters would come back. That night, Sam packed what he could. He made a plan. Tomorrow we leave, he said. Lysera nodded, trusting him. As she lay down, she whispered, Thank you for not giving up on me. Sam smiled. We are in this together now. They both closed their eyes, knowing the hard road ahead but feeling a new hope, one that came from kindness and trust. The night was dark and quiet. Only the soft hum of distant engines and the faint flicker of neon lights from the marketplace broke the silence. Sam and Lysera sat close together in his small room. The air was heavy with tension. They will come back, Lysera whispered, her voice shaky. They will not give up. Sam nodded. He knew the bounty hunters were dangerous. They were paid to capture or kill, and they did not care about anyone's safety. We must leave soon, Sam said. I will finish fixing the ship by tomorrow. Night. Then we go. Lysera looked at him, her golden eyes shining with fear and hope mixed together. I am ready. Outside in the dark streets of Verdun 6, shadows moved. The bounty hunters were preparing. They talked quietly among themselves, planning how to capture the alien girl and bring her back for the reward. One of them said, The human is helping her. That could make things harder. Another laughed. We'll get them both. No one escapes on this world. Back in the room, Sam and Lysera made their plan. They packed what little they had. Sam showed Lysera how to hide small tools and parts in her clothing. She learned quickly. Do you trust me? Sam asked. Lysera looked deep into his eyes. I trust you more than anyone else. Sam smiled. Good. We will need that trust. They sat in silence. For the first time, they felt like they were not alone. The next day, Sam worked faster than ever. His hands moved with skill and speed, but his mind stayed alert for any danger. Lysera helped where she could, passing him tools and holding lights. Suddenly, there was a loud noise outside, a crash. Both froze. Sam looked out the window carefully. 2 bounty hunters were breaking into the building next door. We don't have much time, Sam said, grabbing a small bag. We leave through the back. Lysera followed without hesitation. They slipped out through a narrow alley. The streets were busy with traders and travelers, but Sam kept them hidden in shadows. Lysera's heart pounded. She had never run through A city like this before, she clung to Sam's arm. "Stay close," he whispered. They moved quickly, turning corners and ducking behind crates. Suddenly, a hand grabbed Lysera's shoulder. She gasped. "Let go," Sam shouted, pushing the attacker away. It was a young man, surprised to see them. "Who are you?" he asked. Sam said firmly, "We're leaving. No trouble." The man stepped back, confused, but letting them go. They reached the shipyard where Sam's old ship waited. It looked worn but strong. Sam hurried inside and started the engine. Lysera watched nervously. "We have to get out of here before they find us," Sam said. He worked the controls. Then the ship's engines roared to life. Just as they prepared to leave, the door to the shipyard opened. Bounty hunters rushed in. "Stop them!" one yelled. Sam pushed the throttle forward. The ship lifted off the ground, shaking from the power. Lysera gripped Sam's arm tightly. The ship shot into the sky, leaving the city behind. They flew through clouds of dust and smoke, the world below growing smaller. Inside the ship, Sam checked the controls. "We're safe for now." Lysera looked out the window at the stars. "I never thought I would see the stars again." Sam smiled. "You deserve to see them." They sat quietly. The ship hummed with life, but the future was still uncertain. Days passed as they traveled through space. Sam taught Lysera how to navigate the ship's systems. She surprised him with how fast she learned. One evening, Lysera asked, "Why are you helping me? You could have left without me." Sam looked at her. "Because I believe in people. And I believe in you." Lysera felt warmth inside. She had never been treated with such kindness. But the past was not far behind. One morning, while repairing the ship's engine, Sam found a message hidden in the ship's computer. It was a warning. "Bounty hunters have tracked you. They are closer than you think." Sam's face hardened. "We must prepare," he said. Lysera nodded. "I will fight." "With you?" Sam smiled. "You already have." That night, Lysera shared her story. She told Sam about her home planet, once proud, rich, and full of life. But greed and war destroyed everything. Her family was killed and she became a fugitive. "I lost everything," she said softly. Sam reached out and took her hand. "You haven't lost me." For the first time, Lysera allowed herself to believe that someone cared, but danger came quickly. One evening while they rested, the ship's alarm suddenly rang out. The lights flashed red. "Enemies on board!" Sam shouted. Lysera grabbed a tool from the workbench and followed Sam. They moved quietly through the narrow corridors, ready to defend themselves. In the ship's control room, 2 bounty hunters appeared, blocking their path. Sam raised his hand. "Leave now and no one gets hurt." One hunter sneered. "You're coming with us." A fight broke out. Sam moved fast, using his strength and skill. Lysera surprised herself, dodging attacks and helping Sam. Together they pushed the bounty hunters back and forced them to retreat. After the fight, Sam checked the ship's systems. "We can't stay here long." Lysera looked tired but determined. "Where will we go?" Sam thought for a moment. "There is a colony on the next planet. It's a place for refugees. Maybe there we can be safe." Lysera smiled faintly. "I want to go with you." Sam nodded. "We'll go together." As the ship set course for the new planet, Sam and Lysera sat side by side. They watched the stars pass by. Lysera spoke softly. "I never thought a human would be my friend. Or more." Sam looked at her. "I'm glad I am." Their hands found each other, fingers intertwining. The journey was just beginning, but they knew that together, they could face whatever came next. The ship hummed softly as it cut through the dark space between stars. Sam and Lysera worked side by side, fixing small parts and checking systems. Their time together had made them stronger, but the danger still lurked behind them like a shadow. They both knew the bounty hunters would not give up easily, so they needed a plan, not just to survive but to escape. "Lysera," Sam said one evening, "we need to make this look like we are just ordinary travelers. She looked up from the controls. How? Sam smiled. We tell them we are married. Lysera blinked. Married? But we are not. No. But it's common for bonded mates to travel together. It will stop questions. Lysera thought for a moment. If it helps us stay safe, I will do it. Sam reached out his hand. Then it's a deal. The next day, they prepared for the deception. Sam fixed a small device that projected holograms to show their bond. Lysera found an old dress in the ship's storage and cleaned it carefully. When the day came to pass through a checkpoint controlled by a strict patrol, Lysera wore the dress. Sam wore his usual worn jacket, but his eyes held determination. As they approached, the guards stopped them. A tall alien officer stepped forward. Your identification, travelers, he said, scanning the ship. Sam handed over the papers. The officer looked at the hologram. It showed a symbol of a bonded pair, 2 circles linked by a line. Are you mates? The officer asked Lysera. Lysera nodded carefully. Yes. Bonded mates. The officer grunted. Proceed. They passed the checkpoint without further questions. Inside the ship, Lysera let out a small breath of relief. That worked, she said, smiling. Sam nodded. Sometimes lies keep us alive. Lysera looked at him closely. Does this mean anything to you? Sam hesitated. I don't know yet, but I want to find out. Their eyes met. For a moment, the cold space around them melted into warmth. Days passed and their fake marriage became more real. They shared meals, talked late into the night, and learned about each other's worlds. Lysera told Sam about her family, how she once lived in a great city surrounded by tall towers and green gardens. She remembered music, festivals, and laughter. Sam shared stories about Earth, its oceans, mountains, and forests. He spoke about the people who never gave up, no matter what. One night, as the stars moved slowly outside, Lysera looked at Sam. I never thought I would find someone to trust again. Sam smiled softly. I never thought I would find someone to care for. Lysera's eyes shone. Maybe this lie is a chance for truth. Sam reached out and gently held her hand. Maybe, he said, but danger was still close. As they neared the refugee colony, their ship was scanned again. The patrol was stricter this time. The captain of the patrol, a large alien with glowing eyes, asked many questions. Why do you travel with an alien noble? Sam answered calmly. She is my bonded mate. We protect each other. The captain stared for a moment, then nodded. Welcome to the colony. The colony was a small world on the edge of space. It was full of refugees from many planets, all seeking safety and a new life. Sam and Lysera stepped down from the ship into a busy plaza. People from many races walked around, trading goods and stories. Lysera felt a new hope rise inside her. This is home, she whispered. Sam smiled, for now. They found a small apartment near the center of the colony. It was simple but warm. Lysera helped Sam unpack the ship's tools and supplies. They started to build a new life. One day, Lysera was called to the colony council. They had learned of her noble past and wanted to offer her a place as a representative for her people. She was honored, but also unsure. I cannot do this alone, she told Sam. You won't be alone, he said. I will stand by you. Together they attended the council meeting. Lysera spoke about peace, hope, and rebuilding. The council listened and agreed to support her. As the days passed, their bond grew stronger. The fake marriage had blossomed into something real. One evening, under the pale light of the colony's twin moons, Lysera turned to Sam. I want to thank you for saving me, she said softly. Sam smiled. You saved me too. Lysera took his hand. Will you stay by my side? Not because of danger, but because you want to? Sam looked into her eyes and nodded. I will, he said. Together they faced the future, not just as allies or friends, but as partners, ready to build a new life in a new world. The colony's morning light was soft and warm, casting long shadows over the small plaza where people gathered. Today was a special day. the day Lysera would speak before the colony council, sharing her vision for the future. Sam stood beside, her calm and steady, holding her hand tightly. The two had been through so much together: danger, fear, hope, and trust. Now it was time to show the colony who Lysera really was. Lysera stepped forward, dressed in a simple but elegant robe of deep green, a color that reminded her of the forests from her home planet. Her golden eyes scanned the crowd. Humans, aliens of many kinds, refugees and leaders. She took a deep breath. "My name is Lysera," she began, her voice clear and strong. "I was once a noble of a great world, but war took that world away from me. I lost my family, my home, and my place in this universe." A hush fell over the crowd. Everyone listened. "But," she continued, "I did not lose hope. Because I found something greater: kindness, trust, and a new family." She looked at Sam, her hand still in his. "This man gave me food when I had nothing. He offered me shelter when I was lost. He saved me not because he had to, but because he chose to." The crowd shifted, moved by her words. Sam felt his heart beat faster. Lysera's courage filled the space between them. She spoke not just for herself, but for all who had suffered, all who had lost everything but still dreamed of peace. Lysera smiled softly. "I stand here not as a noble, but as a symbol of what we can build together. A new home for all who seek safety." She raised her hand. "And I ask for your trust, not as a ruler, but as a partner in this new world." The council leader, an elder alien with wise eyes, stepped forward. He spoke slowly. "Your words carry truth and strength, Lysera. We welcome you to this council, and we welcome this human who stands beside you." The crowd erupted in quiet applause. After the ceremony, people came to greet them. Many smiled, some thanked Lysera for her bravery. Others looked at Sam with respect. A young girl approached Lysera and said, "I want to be like you, strong and kind." Lysera knelt and smiled. "You already are." Later, alone in their new home, Sam and Lysera sat by the window watching the twin moons rise. "I never dreamed this could happen," Lysera said softly. Sam looked at her. "Neither did I, but I am glad it did." Lysera took a deep breath. "There is one more thing." Sam raised an eyebrow. "What is it?" She reached out, taking his hand gently. "I want to marry you, not because of duty or fear, but because I want to." Sam's eyes widened in surprise. "You saved me when I was at my lowest," she said. "Now, I want to give you my life." Sam smiled warmly. "I want that too." The next day, the colony gathered for a simple wedding ceremony. It was not grand, but it was full of meaning. Friends and neighbors watched as Lysera and Sam stood side by side. The council leader spoke words of hope and unity, and the two pledged to face the future together, not just as partners but as equals. After the ceremony, Lysera looked at Sam with tears of happiness. "You are my home now," she said. Sam took her hand. "And you are mine." They embraced, feeling the strength of their bond, forged in hardship, kindness, and trust. In the days that followed, they worked together to build a better life for the colony. Lysera used her voice to bring peace. Sam used his skills to repair and improve. Together, they showed that even in the darkest times, hope could shine through. Years later, their story became a symbol across many worlds, the story of a human who gave food to a starving alien, and the alien who became his wife and partner. A story that reminded everyone that kindness is the strongest force in the universe.